Principle 1 is the R in recovery. Realize I am not God. I admit that I am powerless to control my tendency to do the wrong thing, and my life has become unmanageable.
Matthew 5 and verse 3. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Principle 2 is the E in recovery. Earnestly believe that God exists, that I matter to Him, and that He has the power to help me recover.
Matthew 5 and verse 4. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted.
Principle 3 is the C in recovery. Consciously choose to commit all my life and my will to Christ's care and control.
Matthew 5 and verse 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
Principle 4 is the O in recovery. Openly examine and confess my faults to myself, to God, and to someone I trust.
Matthew 5 and verse 8. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God.
Principle 5 is the V in recovery. Voluntarily submit to every change that God wants to make in my life, and humbly ask Him to remove all my character defects.
Matthew 5 and verse 6. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled.
Principle 6 is the second E in recovery. Evaluate my relationships. Offer forgiveness for those who have hurt me, and make amends for the harm I have done for others, except when to do so would harm them or others.
Matthew 5 and verse 7. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Matthew 5 and verse 9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God.
Principle 7 is the second R in recovery. Reserve a daily time with God in self-examination, Bible reading, and a prayer in order to know God and His will for my life, and to gain the power to follow His will. And finally, Principle 8 is the Y in recovery. Yield myself to God and to be used to bring this good news to others, both by my example and by my words.
Matthew 5 and verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.